Morning guys. Oh god, my nose still hurts so much. And the thing about this after sun formula that I've got is it's literally the world's most horrible stinking thing. And I've had to cover my whole body in this for the past couple of days. Thankfully getting a little bit less red. Anyway, 5:30 AM, hopefully we're going to make it up to Monserrate and catch a sunrise and see what the whole of Bogota looks like before checking out the central cemetery. The mosquitoes in Armero were absolutely brutal. I can't find a place in my body that doesn't itch. Ready for another day's adventuring in Bogota. Here we go. This is more like it. This is a nice time to drive through Bogota. So, we're starting the day at 5:30 so we can get up to the Colombian holy mountain of Monserrate. From there we can check out how truly sprawling Bogota is before it gets jam-packed. Then we're going to check out the guy with the biggest fat fetish in the world, Colombia's most famous artist, Botero. But the big task today is to try and get ourselves into the restricted section of Colombia's central cemetery, resting place of all great Colombian presidents, generals, and all its most other famous inhabitants. I'm specifically looking for 3 famous and slightly weird resting places. Number 1 being the grave of the famous poet Jose Silva, who committed suicide in 1896. It said he still haunts the Silva Poetry House that I failed to get into on my first day in Bogota. If I failed to get into there, at least we can go and try and find where he actually wound up. Number 2 is the grave of Leo S. Kopp, the founder of the Bavarian Brewery Company in 1889. It said if you whisper your desires into the ear of his golden statue, they just might come true. And last but not least, the grave of Dr. Death, Buenaventura Nepomuceno Mateana, murderer and serial killer better known as Dr. Matter, who bizarrely I remember as a child from the Top Trumps horror game, in which I'm pretty sure he featured. Anyway, it's going to be a hell of a day, lots to do, so let's get started. So this statue is in the style of Botero, yes?
Exactly.
Aha, I see. Yeah, check out the fat ass on that. The sacred Sagrada temples. I'm ready for my skulls, come on. I've got to get the whole lot today. Yeah, this one. Viva la Minga. What does Minga mean?
It's like an indigenous group of people.
Ah, okay. It's slang word in English for like an unattractive female.
Oh, really?
Minga, yeah. National Library. Wow, that's kind of a cool building. Looks very internationally flavoured with all the flags. I don't feel very safe crossing these roads. The cars look a little bit deadly. Oh, and even though we're not in the city, I can't tell you how much the air mings here. It's absolutely repulsive. I've never seen a place other than Cairo that's got so much smog. It'll be a pleasure to get out of here tomorrow, even though I love the place. Here we are, so we're heading up to Monserrate, the peak above Bogota. Yeah, so Friday from 6:30, yeah, this looks good. There's a big problem with Colombian coins. They're really big, they're really heavy, and they're worth almost absolutely nothing. I'm packing 10,000's worth of coins in here at the moment. That's worth a couple of dollars, so heavy. If I don't get rid of them today, it's going to be a pain taking them on the plane tomorrow. I can imagine this place gets busy if they need this big snake for all of the people. I love it when they're empty and you've got to like walk half a mile just to go through a few meters towards the door. Got to go have some fun in a funicular. Oh. Hola, buenos días. So this is our funicular. Wow, almost completely empty. Private cabin. Nice.
So once you see how far it goes, you realize how massive Bogota is.
It looks sort of tiny the way the structure is.
Yeah.
And you look at the roads and you see these little square houses on the block. It's like, oh yeah, that's going to be, a few hundred meters or something. It's like, no. But like I said, it's been a pretty cool place. The only thing, man, is the air.
Yeah,
the air I'm struggling with. I have a sore throat every day. Here we go. It actually occurred to me as well, there's a thing called the Mile High Club. Like if you've got busy on a plane or like, higher than a mile in the sky, Bogota is always higher than a mile. Everybody in Bogota is a member of the Mile High Club. Nearly the 2 Mile High Club.
I mean, if you ever go to Bolivia, their capital is a higher capital.
Even higher, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the Bolivian capital called?
La Paz.
La Paz, yeah, of course.
It's around something like 35,000.
Really? Shit. I bet everybody there, if they went down to ground level, could be a champion marathon rower. Funicular. It's a weird word. It's just strange. I like who decided they. I know. I created a tram. It goes to decide what am I going to call it. I know. Funicular. Yeah, you could definitely start to see the view from here. Wow. Ah, there we go. Look, the condensation's disappearing. Oh wow, we get a tunnel as well. Thankfully, no bats today. Well, this is a pretty long tunnel.
We are almost at
the never-ending tunnel. If some people out there are into tunnels, you know, this is going to make their day. Never seen such a wonderful tunnel.
Are responsible for the children.
Oh no, well you're responsible for me then because I'm a complete man-child. So here we go. Top of the funicular. You know, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of videos and stuff where people are taking up this cable car. I've never seen anybody in the funicular before, so something unique. There you go.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like we're on a mountain.
Yeah, it feels like a pasture or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like you know, almost like Tabletop Mountain in.
Exactly. That's one.
Oh, now we got the fog. Yeah, that's a little mysterious. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe this other way is actually more interesting to look at.
Yeah, for sure.
But these are like pretty cool statues, and it's just got this really, really awesome fog. I love it when you get the different layers. It reminds me of this movie, Gorillas in the Mist.
Never seen it.
Me neither. I just remember the name and seeing on the picture at the front that it had these different layers of trees. I'm going to have to watch it now. Oh, wow. Oh, that's some hard work. At least he didn't have to climb all the way out the mountain with it. I don't spend a lot of time walking around gardens and stuff, but it is actually quite peaceful and relaxing. The first one he's doing okay with the cross. The second one he's getting a bit tired now. The next one he's going to be flat on his face with the centurion sticking the boot in. Did the Pope come up here when he visited?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, look at that, he's got his second wind. Good stuff. Oh, now hang on, no, that's not right. We all know now that the Shroud of Turin, which I'm sure that's representing, is in fact historically a fake and was made around the Middle Ages, but well, we'll let him off, you know, it still looks nice.
Anyway,
Jesus' face is wiped by Veronica. Okay, so that's allegedly where the Shroud of Turin's thing comes from, or maybe not, I don't know. I might be being a bit harsh there. I've never heard of this Veronica before. I was right. In a few stops time now he's really struggling. Oh dear, incredible sculptures. Czech Republic is really weird. There are more people in the Czech Republic than anywhere else in the world who say that they are agnostic or atheist, yeah.
That sounds like a nice place.
And we are right next door to Poland, which is almost the exact opposite. There we go. Jesus consoling the women of Jerusalem. Third time, Jesus, come on. Do some squats. I expect more from the Son of God.
Oh, it's pretty empty. This is amazing.
Yeah. See, I told you, I get lucky with the time. It's because nobody else is this stupid to come on a day that rain is predicted to go all the way to the top.
You would be surprised.
Oh. Oh, blimey, I'll tell you what, they went a bit graphic on these.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, okay, let's get Colombian style-y. Okay. Shit. Well, let's just put a downer on my day. I don't need the Silver Poetry House now. I can just come up here and watch some poor guy slowly get tortured as we walk to the top.
Our representation are very
graphic, I think. This needs one of those blimmin' 18 certificates you get on horror movies. You know, children might not want to walk up here. Cover their eyes. They look like such nice statues at the start, and they slowly got a little bit more twisted. Oh no, they can't end it there. He's meant to come back to life, you know. You've got to have some hope at the end of it. Oh, we'll see. Hopefully we'll find a nice end to the story later. As it stands, we're going to leave it at a cliffhanger. In keeping in line with my tradition of always having perfect timing, we seem to have arrived at the top of the Monserrate mountain, overlooking Bogota, and the fog has lifted. There's even a little bit of sun there, and we can see everything. And I need to get fit and healthy because I'm knackered. So this is Bogota, and literally there's some fog at the end there. We cannot see the edge of the city. It sprawls, it's absolutely massive. A lot of fitness fans out today. I suppose the mountain's so high. If you do your running up here, you're going to be super fit.
There's the stadium.
Yeah, I see. Aha, that's camping, yeah?
Camping. The amount of fog doesn't let you see like the whole city. This is like half.
Just
this
half.
like south part of Bogota. If you go that, it goes all the way up north.
So we're seeing at least 5 million people going about their business. It's crazy.
Probably. And
Yeah.
you can see the other like small towns that Bogota is slowly.
And that is not Bogota,
No,
no, that's
that's
a town
not
on the mountain. What's that one called?
No, that's actually Bogota.
That is still part of
That is
Bogota.
still
Oh
part of
wow, you've got to be
Bogota.
kidding me.
Yeah, and there's like a big chunk that these mountains don't let you see.
I mean, I can appreciate with a city this big. I know you said that an awful lot of the pollution gets in some rivers and gets flushed down to Tequendama, but when you see how big this city is, there's no way that you're not going to get a decent chunk of pollution. Think of the amount of feces that are coming out of people's bums every day. It's got to go somewhere. And we're at the top of the mountain here, and the only way is down. Oh, God. I seem unduly focused on stuff that comes out of your bottom. I'm going to cut a lot of that out, I don't know, but it's
funny, it's funny. Dude.
So down here with all the skyscrapers, this is kind of where we were yesterday, yeah? In the middle we have Candelaria. Right between these massive, massive skyscrapers, these little tiny, ancient, beautiful houses in the region of Candelaria. And it just goes and goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
Silencio y recogimiento. I believe that means silence is recommended. I'll tell you what, I'll do my sneaky... I'm going to hide this camera. I just don't like going in the church and making a big thing of it, so I'll put it sneakily in my hand. Nobody will notice that. Yeah, you know, I never knew until I went to South Africa last year. There's a big thing about Black Jesus, but like, you know, all the South Africans, they all worship Black Jesus. I don't know if it's a novelty, but some of them take it quite seriously. Everybody knows Jesus wasn't white, but he also probably wasn't black because we'd have heard about it, but there we go, Black Mary and Black Jesus for everybody in Africa. And so what was the name of the church? Is it the Church of the Passion?
Monserrate.
Oh no, this is the Church of Monserrate, but I saw on the front it said something about the Passion, obviously, which seems to be the theme of the all of the sculptures. Oh wow, Tai Chi in Montserrat. There we go. It's definitely filling up. I guess this is also one of the places everybody has to come, you know, for tourists.
For sure.
I'd be disappointed if I hadn't, but I probably wouldn't have picked it out because as far as I know, not many ghosts up here, but there might be, I don't know. I don't want to get one-dimensional, you know. Sometimes you have to branch out. 2 hours into the morning and I haven't had a coffee yet, I'm starting to get the shakes. I'm going to risk my health and sanity again by taking another one of these empanadas. Last time they were lovely, but I did get the shits pretty bad. Not only is this place holy, it's also healthy. We've got Tai Chi over there, press-ups early in the morning, and this is at 3,000 meters, so these guys must be hardcore.
Colombia does very well in sports, like biking is a word, is a great word for using it.
Yeah.
So, for example, the last winner of the Tour of France, it's a Colombian.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. It makes sense when you're this high up. It's almost cheating, basically. It's like you don't need drugs, you just need a few months in Bogota and your lungs are like machines. Mini shopping complex up here. I suppose everybody who comes here has got a feed. This is their day starting. Wow, those are big carrots. I don't know about the colour of that chicken. That's a little bit too yellow for my liking. There we have the same ones, you know, our mini potatoes. Super tasty, not good for your bum. Okay, finished the commercial zone. Oh wow, yeah, that is sunny. Shades time. I'm definitely feeling the altitude now. Oh, it's lovely up here.
Yeah, this place is amazing. This one, like, you can truly feel.
Yeah.
Like
alone, relaxed, zen. And apparently the forests down here are so intense and so lush that within 5 minutes you can be walking down and get completely lost and they'll never find you again. So it turns out the path around the back here was so thin a few years ago that people would just go a little bit off the edge of the path. And they get lost very quickly, just miniature diversions. And people got lost and people died. So thankfully everything's a little bit more built up now and a little bit safer. But yeah, a couple of seconds in the jungle here, you might never get seen again. I'm amazed that there's so many different places up here to buy food. Let's see if those guys are still going. Ah, what a bunch of pussies, they finished. That was only a 5-minute workout.
Yeah.
Who's this sleeping down here? Oh, I'm sorry, sir, you're going to have to move along. You can't sleep here. Jesus. Oh no. It's no wonder he's sleeping. We just seen him, he was knackered after those 3 falls with a cross on his back. See, look, I told you there was sun today. 2 spots of it.
Yeah, 2 spots of sun over there.
What we need to do is like go there straight away and follow the little gap in the clouds around and see where it takes us. Church of Monserrate. You got some real troubles if you missed the last funicular at the end of night. You got to climb up. Oh no. Dude, I can get rid of some of my coins in there.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good use of them.
Are you meant to wish in here? And how much do you think you were meant to put in? Anything you like, yeah? Finally, I found a way to get rid of my coins. This is the special wishing pond. I'm assuming that you've got to keep the wishes to yourself. Here we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, this is making me feel tight-fisted. I want to get rid of my 200 pesos, but everybody else has got, you know, thousands in there. Okay, so... And I'm not supposed to tell you the wish?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so first one, world peace. Ukraine-Russia war, let's hope that turns out better than it currently is. Million subscribers in 3 months. An extra half-inch girth on my cock. What else? Every empanada I have for the rest of this trip is going to be chicken and rice. Keep my fingers crossed on that. I'll let you know if any of them come true. Apparently there's another wishing well. I don't like wishing, you know. I like to make things happen in my life myself. But, you know, hey, I'll give it a try. Already I can walk easier now that I've got less coins in this pocket. In the sight of little baby Jesus as well, so let's give it a go. I'm trying to think what I need to wish for now. We've already got world peace. How about Putin for a kidney stone? He can have a kidney stone, yeah. We'll do that for the Ukrainians. Hang on. You know, this is going to put me on like Russia's hit list now. I'm going to get Polonians. Shite. I'll tell you what. I did like 5 little wishes for 200 pesos each. You want an extra 200? All right, I'll tell you what. This can be a joint wish. We put 1,200 for Putin to get a kidney stone. There we go. Let's see if little baby Jesus can make it happen. I have to say, I've got to take that back. That's very mean of me. I've had a kidney stone. It's fucking painful. I wouldn't wish that even on Vladimir Putin. But I do hope he declares peace and becomes a nice cuddly character we all want to hug. Oh, I can't see it happening though. And thankfully it's all downhill. When you get to the very top, there's only one way to go. Down. That's a lovely little mini castle, I guess. Oh, hang on, this is where we started. We're back. We went up one way and we came down the other one. Okay. As if we hadn't had enough fun already. We're going to get on the funicular again. Dun, 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 dun. I just like going down these, like, you know, little miniature steps. They're fun.
Now you can see like the city.
Yeah. That's how they used to have the funicular years ago. That's an original. Wow. Manuel tells me that every day you're in Colombia, or in Bogota rather, it's like smoking a cigarette. This is probably why I haven't actually seen almost anybody smoking any cigarettes while I've been in Bogota. You really can taste the air, and I keep banging on about it. It's horrible. There we go. Candelaria is not far. Check out what Botero has to offer. I've seen this style, you know, this Botero style, but I didn't know it was Botero. I always thought, oh wow, that looks kind of cool, kind of unique. Just the road suddenly went silent. This is the first time I've seen a road go quiet in Bogota. Happy coincidence. We've just found the house where Simon Bolivar used to live. There he goes. Gaunt looking man. And can we see something through the gate?
Probably.
Are you kidding? The most famous Colombian almost.
Simon Bolivar was not born in Colombia.
Ah, where was he? Was he Venezuelan? Yeah, I remember now. Ah, you know, but he's still pretty cool. Yeah, we'll let him off. And we've got another statue here. Who's that? Ah, Alejandro Petition, president of Haiti and a friend of Simon Bolivar. Alejandro Petition. I'll tell you what, if you can get a statue just for being somebody's friend. I need to meet some famous people. Peligro, hang on a second. Is this that dangerous tree that I've read about? There's some tree in South America that like every part of it is poisonous or dangerous?
No.
It's probably not this tree. I don't know if they'd allow it to be in the middle of...
It says that the branch are falling off.
Ah, right, okay, yeah, fair enough.
If it falls.
But you know this tree that I'm talking about? There's one that it's like if you stand under it or you touch it, everything is dangerous about it. It's like every part of it is poisonous. I can't remember what. Oh, they're not open. Hey, little doggy waffle, how you doing? No, you don't care.
Una duda.
So give me some
¿Esta es
food.
la casa donde vivió Simón Bolívar, ¿verdad?
This is what happens when you grab me out of bed so early in the morning. Nothing's open yet.
So let's go to Candelaria.
Okay, I was going to say, why is this Alejandro Petition taking pride of place outside of Simon Bolivar's house when we have the real statue of Simon Bolivar here? Oh dear, that's not the best sculpture. He's looking a little bit morose there. He likes spitting and kicking people up the arse. Those Venezuelans, nothing but trouble. Oh, we have another statue. Who's that dude? You know what people do when they go and visit locations? They look at statues. They don't really care about the person. Jose Maria Espinosa. Why has he got a woman's name as his middle name?
No.
Or is it? No? I'm just insulting all the famous Colombians now, man. Oh dear.
Jose Maria is a name that works for woman.
I understand. Yeah.
You can also invert it, like Maria Jose.
Okay. I understand. So look, there we have Jose Maria Espinosa. Wow, he had some pecs. Must do his press-ups every morning. Never let it be said that I'm not a cultured ghost hunter. I found another statue. I know not everybody's interested in statues, and neither am I, to be perfectly honest. But what does everybody do when they go away somewhere? They check out the statues, sort of nod a little bit, say, oh yeah, he did something famous. Oh, it looks pretty cool. He looks a little bit more like Mark Twain.
Yeah.
That's from Lima, in Peru. Escritor is writer?
Writer.
Escritor, yeah, I thought like script.
Escritor.
Escritor, see, I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
Escritor peruano, so a writer from Peru. He must be pretty famous then to get himself a statue in Colombia.
Yeah.
Don Ricardo Palma. Oh, there you go. I can't believe I found such a mellow, empty part of Bogota. This is actually very, very chill. Lovely roads. Super colourful as well. Just what you imagine Colombia's going to be like. Woohoo! We found another statue. Big one. Whenever I'm on holiday, it's like, oh my god, there's a statue. I have to see that statue. They might put somebody's name, what they've done. I think they need to have in every single statue just some little plaque telling you just what were the highlights of this person's life. I think it's Bolivar again. That looks like Simon Bolivar to me. I can see he's got that sort of pose. He loves a bit of it.
Probably.
Maybe. We're still struggling to work out exactly who this guy is at the moment. At first I thought it was Simon Bolivar because of his pose, but he's got a different face. But to have some statue this big in the middle of Bogota, he must have a storied and interesting life.
You were actually right.
It is Bolivar.
It is.
You know, his face did look a bit different from what we had, but he's got this pose. He always seems to be standing like, you know, he's got a bit of crotch thrusting going on. He certainly knew how to draw the eyes to him.
Yeah, I do.
About an hour without a coffee now, thankfully, on this famous square dedicated to journalists with our lovely big Simon Bolivar statue right in the middle. We found one of Colombia's best, Juan Valdez coffee. I feel a Bailey's coffee coming my way. The Juan Valdez cake selection is pretty impressive actually. However, I'm all filled up with empanada. I'm going to save myself. No, I'm going to get away from this window. This is going to end up badly. Even in the coffee shop, you have some awesome Colombian graffiti style art. The entire city is just covered in art. I'm actually so impressed. I know I've seen, people said, oh yeah, in Colombia you're going to see the graffiti, but it wouldn't be Bogota without the graffiti. 8 AM, I finally got myself a proper coffee. The one on Monserrate was fantastic, but if it hasn't got Bailey's, it ain't the real deal. Llama. Llamas are so cool, man. I've never seen so many religious figurines in my life. Don't know about that, baby. I got hit with an ugly stick. Finally, we're back in Candelaria. I love the way Manuel goes and says, oh yeah, it's just around the corner. 2 hours later, I'm losing some of my ass. Okay guys, we finally made it to the Museo Botero. It's particularly famous for one thing, doing sculptures and pictures of women with really fat asses. So I'm going to fit right in here because big bums are a big thing in South America.